Feeling stuck and bored with your daily routine because you lack passion? If so, it's time to discover what truly excites you. In this video, we're diving into what passion really is, how it's different from your hobbies, and sharing 7 practical ways to discover what lights you up. Stick around to the end, because the last tip will truly tie everything together. So let's dive in with the introduction. Passion versus hobbies. Passions are those intense feelings of excitement and enthusiasm you have for a task or activity, something you just have to do because it feels so right. While hobbies and passions might seem similar, they're not quite the same. Sure, both involve things you enjoy, but passions run deeper. They connect to the very core of who you are and give you that extra push to wake up early or stay up late to dive into them. Passions often come with a sense of purpose and can even transform your life. Hobbies, on the other hand, are more about fun and relaxation without that strong, life changing drive or lasting impact. That's why it's so important to focus on finding a passion that gives you purpose, rather than just spending all your time on hobbies. Let's dive right into tip number 7. Number 7, find your true north. Finding your true north is basically about figuring out what gets you going and makes you feel alive. It's that thing that makes you think, yeah, this is what I'm meant to do. A lot of it ties back to dopamine, the feel good hormone that gives you that buzz and motivates you to take action. The thing is, you can get a dopamine boost from simple stuff, like binge watching Netflix or listening to music, but those are more about instant gratification. The real magic happens when you get that dopamine rush from creating something, learning, or doing something productive. That's the kind of boost that actually helps you grow. Just don't overdo it though. Too much dopamine for too long can leave you feeling burnt out. Start by paying attention to the best parts of your day. What made you smile? What felt like the highlight? It might happen during work, or it could be in your downtime when you're hanging out with your friends and family, or just doing your own thing. Whatever it is, make sure it's not draining you, but actually inspiring and energizing you. At the end of the day, finding your true north is just about tuning into what makes you happy, excited, and you. It's where your passions and natural vibes come together to guide you to what really matters. Number 6, think about your strengths. Challenging yourself is awesome. It pushes you to be creative and try new things. But let's be honest, how long can you keep forcing yourself to do something just to test your limits? Not forever, right? That's usually because you're doing something you're not really passionate about or motivated to stick with. So instead of burning yourself out, take a step back and figure out your real skills. Think about both your soft skills, such as communication or creativity, and hard skills, like technical abilities or things you've practiced over time. These are clues to the things you're naturally good at or already enjoy, and they can point you toward your true passions. When you're working on stuff you're actually into, even going the extra mile doesn't feel like a chore. Maybe there's something you're naturally talented at that makes you feel confident and excited when you do it. That's your sweet spot. Once you figure out those skills, you'll not only feel more motivated, but also start seeing the kind of career or path that's perfect for you. It's all about doing what feels right and fits you. Number 5, reflect on memorable experiences. Think back to some of your best memories. Sometimes they hold the answers to what you're really passionate about. Maybe there's something you used to love doing but stopped, and now you feel that spark is gone. That's where looking back can really help. Take a moment to think about the experiences that have stuck with you. What moments felt super meaningful or exciting? Maybe it was a volunteer gig that made you realize how much you enjoy helping others, or a creative project where you could really express yourself. Once you've got those memories in mind, look for the common vibe. What made those moments so special? Was it the feeling of making a difference, being creative, or just doing something that felt right? Those little connections can point you toward the stuff that truly lights you up. Number 4, pay attention to what you spend your time and money on. If you can't dig up anything from your past, no worries. Just focus on the present. Pay attention to how you spend your time and money, because they often point to what you really care about. Take a look at your bank or credit card statements. Are there any patterns? What kinds of books, movies, podcasts, or other content are you drawn to? Think about how you spend your free time and which activities actually make you happy. Then, see if there's a common theme tying it all together. Maybe there's a certain subject, genre, or vibe you keep coming back to. The stuff that stuck with you for years is more likely to be a true passion than something you just recently got into. Keep an eye on those long term interests. They might be the key to finding what really lights you up. Number three, expand your comfort zone. Your passion is all about growing as a person. But let's be real, we all love staying in our comfort zones. It's nice and easy there, but it can also hold you back. To really find what you're passionate about, you've got to step outside that bubble and try new things. Sometimes your passion is right in front of you, but you can't see it because you're stuck in the same old routine. So why not mix it up? Sign up for that class you've been curious about. Try that crazy spicy street food, even if it might mess you up, or just go for a long walk around the city. Every time you try something new, you learn a little more about what makes you tick. Who knows? One of those new experiences could be the thing that sparks your passion. Number two, explore ways to tie your interests together. When you think about all the things you're into, they might seem totally random at first. Maybe you love speaking French, playing with words, organizing stuff, and leading a group. How would you ever turn that into a career? It's kind of like looking at a chopped basket full of cocoa powder, tofu, and carrots, and wondering, how do I make something good with this? But here's the thing, instead of stressing about how everything feels so different, think about how you can mix it all together. For example, my friend Abby has a bunch of passions like this, and she helps business owners find the right words for their brands. She organizes copy into something she calls voice values and adds in her love for French culture, even throwing a bit of French into her writing to make it pop. So, think about what kind of job could let you bring all your interests together. It's not just about the tasks, you also want to think about the vibe of the place, the company's goals, and how it fits with the lifestyle you want outside of work. And now comes the highlight of the day. Number one, listen to your heart, not the noise. The world's full of noise. Everyone's got their opinions and expectations, and honestly, most of it doesn't even matter. If you want your passion to stand out, you've got to block out all of that stuff and listen to your gut. Sure, there are tons of trends and paths that seem to be working for others, but forget all that. Just focus on what feels right for you. There's no guarantee it'll work out perfectly, but every step you take teaches you something, and that's what matters. Picture a world where none of society's rules or pressures exist. It's those moments of quiet where your true passion can really shine without needing anyone else's approval. At the end of the day, passion is something we all need. We can't really thrive in this world without it. So take the time to find what you're passionate about by figuring out what you value and what you're good at. Look back at your past experiences or think about what gets you excited now. And always trust yourself. Don't listen to others. Go after what your heart wants because you can only live fully for the things you love, not what others try to push on you. That's a wrap for this video. If you found anything helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching.